The Cleveland Browns quarterback room is on fire. 4 quarterbacks, 1 starting job, a fan-favorite rookie from Colorado, a high-profile college star, 2 seasoned veterans facing the chopping block. It's not just a camp battle, it's a franchise-shifting war, and at the center of it all, Shedeur Sanders, the Colorado legend, is now knocking loudly on the NFL's front door. Buckle up, because this battle is about to explode into the biggest quarterback decision Cleveland's seen in years. As training camp ramps up in Berea, the Cleveland Browns find themselves in a gripping quarterback competition, one that has taken both fans and analysts by surprise. What initially seemed like a 2-man veteran showdown is now a full-blown 4-way fight for the throne. All eyes are on the duo of dynamic rookies, Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel, who have rapidly injected youth, energy, and raw talent into the Browns' quarterback room. After a standout performance during organized team activities, Shedeur Sanders has suddenly become a legitimate contender for the starting spot, proving he's not just here to learn, he's here to lead. Shedeur, the 5th-round selection out of Colorado and son of legendary NFL figure Shedeur Sanders, has turned heads across the league. According to respected Browns insider Mary Kay Cabot, Sanders' final 2 weeks of spring practices were nothing short of electric. His timing, poise, and decision-making caught the attention of coaches and front office staff alike. This young quarterback has now earned the right to compete toe-to-toe with the veterans from day one of camp. Meanwhile, Dillon Gabriel, another rookie talent with a strong college resume, has quietly and effectively made his case, adding even more pressure on the Browns front office to make an incredibly tough decision. The plan, as laid out by ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, is for every quarterback, Sanders, Gabriel, Joe Flacco, and Kenny Pickett, to get their fair share of first-team reps. It's a high-stakes experiment. But what happens when raw talent collides with NFL experience? And how will Shedeur Sanders handle the heat of facing real NFL pressure for the first time? This is where the drama truly begins. The Browns aren't just evaluating throws. They're searching for leadership, consistency, and that rare spark that defines a franchise QB. CBS Sports' Jonathan Jones has laid out a scenario that's becoming increasingly plausible. The Browns may not keep both veterans. That's right. If Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel continue to rise, it could spell the end of the road for either Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett in Cleveland. And let's not forget the strategic preferences of Browns general manager Andrew Berry, who is known for fiercely protecting his draft picks. History tells us he's highly reluctant to cut rookies, especially those showing high ceilings in camp. Which means, unless something major changes, Sanders and Gabriel are likely safe, which puts the veterans in direct danger. Now think about this. If Shedeur Sanders outperforms Dillon Gabriel, Gabriel might still stay on the roster. And if Gabriel edges out Sanders, the same protection applies. Neither of these two are heading to the practice squad. The Browns simply won't risk losing young talent with this kind of upside. So if the Browns aren't willing to carry 4 quarterbacks and the rookies aren't going anywhere, who's left? It boils down to a veteran showdown, Flacco versus Pickett. One gets the roster spot, the other may be out. Currently, the presumed starter is Joe Flacco, riding on his experience and recent success at the tail end of last season, but that doesn't lock things in. Kenny Pickett, once seen as a future franchise guy in Pittsburgh, could be the odd man out if he doesn't shine quickly. The Browns are keeping all options open, and if Sanders or Gabriel show signs of early season readiness, things could change fast. Imagine Sanders stepping into the QB1 role by midseason. That's not a dream anymore. It's a real possibility. This is the dawn of a new era in Cleveland, and the battle is just getting started. What if the Cleveland Browns are quietly preparing to shake up their quarterback room in a way that no one saw coming? While Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel were recently brought in to breathe new life into the team's offense, rumors are swirling that a future superstar could already be in their sights. That name is Arch Manning, the latest descendant of the legendary Manning football dynasty. As the spotlight intensifies on college football's most anticipated talents, Arch Manning is emerging not just as a player to watch, but as a legitimate contender to become the face of an NFL franchise. And for the Browns, he might be the chosen one. Despite having just drafted Sanders and Gabriel within the first 5 rounds, the Browns are not being ruled out of the conversation when it comes to selecting a quarterback in the near future. With expectations low for the Browns heading into the season, and many predicting another underwhelming finish, the possibility of them landing the first overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft is very real. And if that scenario becomes reality, the temptation to draft a generational talent like Manning could prove irresistible, even if it means moving on from their recent selections. Arch Manning's situation is already drawing national attention. Although he has not yet started a full season at the University of Texas, his name carries a gravity that few others do. Standing at 6'4" and weighing 212 pounds, Manning has the physical tools to thrive at the professional level. Unlike his uncles Peyton and Eli, Arch brings a dual-threat ability to the quarterback position, combining a powerful arm with the agility to make plays with his legs. Last season, even with limited playing time, he completed 61 of 90 pass attempts for 939 yards, tossing 9 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions. On the ground, he added 108 rushing yards and found the end zone 4 times on 25 carries. Those numbers are impressive for a player who hasn't yet had the opportunity to lead his college team as a full-time starter. But it's not just about stats. There's a raw energy, a potential in Manning's game that scouts and analysts can't ignore. Despite all the hype, Manning remains focused and grounded. He said that he's taking things one day at a time, committed to getting better each practice, each game, each rep. He hasn't made a firm decision about whether he will enter the 2026 NFL Draft or return to Texas for another season. But insiders believe the chances of him going pro increase dramatically if he's projected as the first overall pick. According to Pro Football Network, the Browns could be that team, the one to roll the dice on a future NFL star, a quarterback molded not just by genetics, but by a modern approach to the position. They've even predicted that Manning could replace both Sanders and Gabriel as Cleveland's long-term option at quarterback. It's a bold take, but not without merit. Manning's pedigree gives him an edge, but his work ethic and growing skill set are what could make him the top quarterback in his draft class. However, questions do remain. Is Manning ready to take the leap after just one season as a college starter? Does his limited game experience make him a risky choice at the professional level? For the Browns, these are the calculations that could shape their entire future. If they believe in Manning's ceiling, and if the stars align for them to have the top pick, there might be no hesitation. Arch himself acknowledges the importance of proving it on the field. He's talked about earning the respect of his teammates, about enduring the grind of sitting for 2 seasons, and about emerging stronger from the experience. He's not asking to be handed anything. He wants to earn everything. That kind of mindset, paired with elite talent, is exactly what NFL teams crave. In a league where franchise quarterbacks are worth their weight in gold, passing on someone like Arch Manning could be a decision the Browns regret for years. Even if Sanders or Gabriel show flashes of promise, the chance to draft a Manning, a player with NFL bloodlines and next-level ability, could be too enticing to ignore. As the 2025 college football season unfolds, all eyes will be on Arch. Every throw, every read, every moment will be scrutinized by scouts, media, and fans alike. If he lives up to the mounting expectations, the Browns may find themselves at a crossroads, forced to choose between loyalty to their recent picks and the opportunity to change the course of their franchise forever. So as the whispers turn into roars and the rumors start to crystallize into something more, remember this moment, because the decision the Browns may face in the very near future could be one of the most pivotal in team history. Will they stick with the talent they've just drafted, or will they reach for the stars with a quarterback whose last name is already etched in football immortality? Only time will tell. But if you're a Browns fan or just a football fanatic, you'll want to keep watching, because this story is far from over. Don't forget to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest on the future of the Cleveland Browns and the next chapter in the Manning legacy.